Her name is Amy Oliver, talk show host. She's also the executive producer of Public Affairs Independent Thinking broadcast on cable KBDI Channel 12. She produces and hosts podcasts found on iVoices.org. She's on YouTube with videos titled The Free Market Minute. And Amy, again, is on the radio 5 days a week in northern Colorado on KFKA 1310. Would you please welcome talk show host Phenomenon. Phenomenon, how you like that, Amy? That'll cost you another $5. Talk show host Phenomenon, Amy Oliver. The hug gets it. She's a wonderful phenomenon. Powerhouse behind the microphone. Micros and eat your heart out. Amy Oliver.
And I look better in high heels. And I wear them. And a skirt. I am Amy Oliver. Thank you all so much for being here. I am a radio talk show host, which means I can't believe they actually pay me to read stuff and give my opinion for 2 hours every day, 5 days a week. I also started a little group called Mothers Against Debt, Mad Moms. And there's a reason why. Lou Bussey back there is really my inspiration. And she really, truly is. I'll share that story with you in just a minute. But the number one, my number one title, I have a family. And my professional name is Amy Oliver, but I am also Mrs. John Cook. I'm married to the Sheriff of Weld County. My friend's from northern Colorado. Please support him. He's up for re-election. He won't turn your name into a state database if you're a concealed weapons holder. So he doesn't consider you a right-wing extremist. But I'm also a mom, and I love being called Ann, Jack, and Lizzie's mom. That is the single most important thing I do. They don't care that I talk on radio, and they don't care about all the other stuff. But everything I do is motivated to leave this world a better place for them. And it was at the 9/12 project. It was at the rally. It was 9/12/2009. And I'm walking up and I'm thinking, I've got to say something different than what everybody else is saying. And there was something that had been running over in my mind, and it was, do you remember when Nancy Pelosi was sort of embracing the idea that she's the most powerful woman in the United States? Well, one day I was listening to radio, and I turned around to my kids who were in the car with me, and I said, who's the most powerful woman in your world? And of course they had that deer in the headlight look of, oh my God, this is a trick question, it's another one of her questions, and they don't know what the answer is. And finally, after sort of, well, is it you? Yes, it is me. I'm the one who, when they're sick, I'm nursing them. I'm the one who, when they fall and scrape their knees, cleans up their wounds. I'm the one who picks them up when they fall. I'm the one who stands there with them. I tell them when they can go in, when they can go out, when they can get allowance, when they can't, when they misbehave, because they only have one mom and they only have one most powerful woman in their life, and it's not Nancy Pelosi. It's me, and the same thing for every other mom around here. So I formed a little group called Mothers Against Debt. And as moms, we know we're busy. We don't have time to go to a whole bunch of meetings and pay a lot of money because we're involved in so many other things. All of these campaigns, 9/12 rallies, also Tea Party movements. So we have one mission. There are no meetings, there are no dues. Just a pledge to hold accountable any elected official at any level who adds to my child's debt. That's it. I don't care what party you're from, but if you add to their burden, hell hath no fury, like a mother scorned, like a Tea Party activist scorned. Lou Bussey, the accidental activist, the grandmother activist, and where's my friend Nancy? There she is. Nancy Rumpfelt, the same thing. We will hold you accountable, and that's the only mission. We like to channel Roz from Monsters, Inc. Government, we've got our eye on you. Now, I don't know how many of you all have children. I got to believe a lot of people here have kids. Get out a pen, give it to them, or a crayon if they're of that age. Have them write a check. Because right now, for the mere fact that they are breathing in the United States, they owe $43,000. The mission of Mothers Against Debt. You guys all know the numbers. Yell out, what is the national debt right now? 13 trillion. Who can wrap their minds around that number? What is it, 12 zeros? It's some ridiculous number. The average calculator doesn't go up to that, unless you have the big red calculator. So the Mothers Against Debt, what we do is bring it down to the kitchen table level. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to the mom? Because guys out here, while I appreciate all the hard work you do, Ken Clark, Liberty Inc., out there waving. By the way, check out Liberty Inc. I have a column in there, so I'll self-promote. But here's the thing. Mothers, ladies, the paradigm shift comes from us. Mothers Against Debt is going to show that government spending is family unfriendly. The paradigm, what is the prevailing paradigm over the last, 50 years? It's spending, you gotta spend it, it's for the children. I say that's BS. Because every dime government takes from me, takes from you, you know what it says? It says government priorities are more important than your household priorities. So in other words, a $200,000 grant to study the sexual function of male Japanese quail and the effects cocaine has on it says that's more important than you putting food on your table, than your kids' school supplies, than your child's well-being. It comes first. I find that to be arrogant, and I find it to be abusive. You know what, I'll even go one step further. I'm going to call it crimes against the economy. It is fiscal child abuse, and it has got to stop. Here's another one more. $2.6 million to train Chinese prostitutes in China to drink responsibly. Money well spent? Yeah, I'm with you. And you know what I hate even more is when somebody says, oh, it's just a rounding error, it means nothing. You know what? Once again, I'm going to throw the BS flag. It does mean something. That is my money you're talking about. You treat it with respect, and you learn to use it wisely. Or again, hell hath no fury. And that's why I support a balanced budget amendment. Do what every other family in the United States has to do. Do what other states in the United States has to do. And when Spencer Swam, when he brought the balanced budget amendment forth, do you know what one of the representatives said? She's Lois Court, who, by the way, sat on a commission with her. I genuinely like her. She said she didn't think Coloradans were concerned with debt. I said, wait a second, did you forget the vote on referendum D? We said no to debt. We said no. We have to hold this government accountable. The best friend a parent can have right now, a balanced budget amendment, and I'd go one step further. I want a national taxpayer's bill of rights. It is the only thing standing between your household budget and the tax and spend lobby, which has been using the worn-out paradigm of the spending, it's for the children. Well, I'm here to tell them, and I'm leading the charge of all the mad mommies out there. We're going to tell them government spending is family unfriendly. Check out Mothers Against Debt, mothersagainstdebt.com. Please be a friend on Facebook. The beauty is it's starting to catch on. I have gotten requests to speak in places all throughout the country. So I appreciate all the support it started right here in Colorado, the 9/12 rally 2009. So thank you to those organizers who helped me and got me on stage that day, because we could come up with this idea that you all absolutely took and ran with. And we get to change the paradigm, the cultural shift, the paradigm shift starts now. It starts here, and government better watch out. Mothersagainstdebt.com. Thank you to Mike Coffin for being the champion of a balanced budget.